What's up, guys? Tyler Secrist here, down here in Pawleys Island, South Carolina. This week's episode is gonna be about the final walkthrough on a new home build. I've shared some tips and tricks just off the top of my head. We were in the moment, we turned the camera on, and yeah, stay tuned, check it out. Let us know what you think in the comment section.
Welcome to the weekly tea. Look, I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and I'm cool with that.
What's up, guys? Tyler Secrist here. Welcome to the weekly tea. Welcome to the weekly tea. This week's episode, we're down here in South Carolina. I'm doing a final walkthrough on my new house that I built down here in Pawleys Island. I thought it would be a great opportunity to talk to you guys about some tips for your final walkthrough when you guys go and build a home. First things first is I like to start on the outside. My biggest recommendation, and this is gonna be off the cuff, I wrote down a few things. We're just off the top of the head. You should have worked with a new home sales specialist or an agent during your build, so you should have outside representation helping you and guiding you. So first and foremost, you're gonna wanna make sure that they're there at the final walkthrough with you. Second, when you build a house, I would highly recommend you stay super organized and you make sure all your communication with the builder, your project manager, everything is in writing, everything is documented. Take lots of photos, have your decorating selections with you at all times. I've got a folder for every single new build that I do, and I mean, it gets super thick, but just throw everything in there. So if a discrepancy arises or if there's miscommunication, you can say, nope, I sent this email at this time, and I said this selection, here's the product number, here's the color, here's the style. Like, document everything. So bring that with you with your final walkthrough, and we're just verifying everything that got done. With me building out of state, it was a little bit more, it wasn't really challenging because of my experience, but for a normal person, it would be very challenging.
I'm built different.
Because you're not able to stop at the job site as frequently as you could if it was in your market where you could, pull up every day. So if you're building a house in your area and you're able to visit the job site, I'd encourage you to visit it regularly, so that when you do come to the final walkthrough, it's a really enjoyable process, and it's more so, signing off on things, not looking for discrepancies or cosmetic defects or anything of that nature. But to make that whole process smooth, I recommend checking in regularly on the job site, and then when you're at the final walkthrough, have all that stuff with you and just simply go over everything really quick. Verify all the selections that you made are in the house. I would start with the outside and then work my way inside. I would recommend when you get on the interior of the home, run all your appliances, run a cycle in the dishwasher, turn the stove on, make sure the oven, is getting hot, run the microwave, run all the water, make sure nothing is leaking, all that fun stuff. Make sure your heating and cooling system is operating appropriately. Don't jack up the heat really quick and then quickly, try to fire the air conditioner. Take your time with it, but just make sure, you're checking all those main components. A little pro tip, bring a soft tissue paper and put it next to the air intakes to make sure air is pulling appropriately, and then take your hand to the vents to make sure, the hot air and the cold air is blowing out. That's a quick indication to check and see if that's operating appropriately. I mean, it probably is. Your builder wouldn't have passed all of his final inspections if, things like that weren't done, but just keep them in check. Don't be annoying about it either. Just get in there, do your thing, make sure everything works, make sure everything, is the way that you wanted it to be. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. All it really is just a final verification process to make sure everything was, executed that was in the contract between you and the builder. So just all those fine little details, just go over everything. This is the time to take your time to do it. If you find a discrepancy, you're going to want to get a hold of your agent or your new home sales specialist to take it up with the builder immediately. Aside from that, once you get into the home, I encourage you to start put like a little piece of paper in a drawer. Anything that might go wrong or something might get damaged, make a note of it. Everything should be under warranty for about 12 months. Make sure your home warranty that is issued from the builder is registered You've got all that policy info, all that fun stuff. Yeah, make sure all your appliances are, operating and functioning appropriately. I would also understand not all homes are perfect. They are man-made, so there are going to be the cosmetic defects or like deficiencies. Each state, when they build, they have a quality assurance guideline that they have to abide by. In the state of Indiana, we'll put up a picture of it over here. They used to give you a little book. I have a couple hard copies, but they're not making the books anymore, so I don't give those out anymore. But they do provide you one digitally at closing. Builders typically fall back on that. So, if you see drywall cracking and stuff like that, issues with paint, there's specific verbiage in that literature that kind of outlines, the black and white and gray areas. So I would review that too, whatever state that you're in, and be mindful of that. And then just make sure everything is the way it needs to be before you move in, because once you move in and the transaction closes, you're not, on your own, so to speak, but you're getting to that point. So like this was just an off-the-cuff video. It was something that I was going through myself personally again, and I thought it would be really cool to just off the top of my head just share with you guys a few tips on what you should be mindful of with your final walkthrough or during your final walkthrough. The other caveat too, I should say before I sign off, is if you can, I can't stress enough about pictures and videos. If you can record and film and take photos and document just everything throughout the process, you're going to be surprised at how handy that might come. It might come in handy in some really unique situations. So I'll leave it at that. Document the hell out of it. Like always, if you guys have made it this far, please like, share, comment, subscribe. We appreciate everybody's support. We reached 100 subscribers. So all the 50 to 100 people that watch our videos, we really appreciate you guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. See you guys next week.